Obviously, they've struggled with offense, but they're a good defensive team, and Carolina just put a clinic on so far with 37 points already.
Did I say 37-26, Jim? I'm at 37-16. 21-point differential.
I think everybody knows.
And late here. There's a three, boy. Badly needed basket by. And R.J. Davis, as if he doesn't have enough all-time records at Carolina. Most threes in an NCAA tournament game now, 6. And he is perfect from deep so far. Compton, nicely set up underneath by Boyd.
San Diego State. In the national semifinal, he was a guard at FAU. That was the Lamont Butler game where he hit the game winner at the end. Boyd driving, tries to hand off, kicks. Davis, 3, got that one. Cardenas throws it away. Bird, one of the best in getting in the passing lane. This is Boyd, lobs it up. Down it goes. Cardenas 1 of 5 from distance. Boise State is 5 of 21 from beyond the arc, and they've hit just 2 two-point field goals. Boyd kicks. Davis shoots. That's a 3.
Provide a spark for the Wolfpack. I think he found the right place for him under Steve Alford, who's just creative in how he gets his guys looks. But this Wolfpack team, so far this game, they need to slow down offensively, execute. And I like this decision right here by Alford to go zone, switch up the rhythm of the game, if nothing else.
Bird launching and strokes it.
A little bit tougher so far this contest.
The message coming out of the San Diego State locker room, don't take your foot off the gas. That is the mindset that San Diego State has right now. Miles Bird able to connect. They're the same team that has beaten Houston this year, has beaten Creighton this year. Kobe Sanders trying to spark something, can't do it.
And I hear your point there, but to be honest with you, this San Diego State team, 12th in the country defensively. It hasn't been the defense, it's been the ability to knock down shots. And today, that has not. Athletics great. You spend time with these guys every single day, and after they put in the work, and look, not everybody's going for 4 years anymore, but it gives you an opportunity to recognize their hard work, their patience in the process. Oh, no!
Change to go in the opening half. Creation, separation, everything but the 3 from Bedford, who really struggled from the floor in the win against Nevada. Was just 2 for 15. Nick Boyce led the team in scoring in 5 of the last 6 games. Drop off, and Compton 11 for 22. Bobbles against Enjai over the 7-footer and gets the roll.
Yep, for sure.
Agbim launches a deep 3. Rebound by Nick Boyd, and he's going to push. Boyd's going to take it 1-on-3, lobs it up. Coleman Jones.
Let's don't justify that, but I think he's got great form.
Former Mr. Basketball in Kentucky in 2019 at Pendleton County High School. Boyd turns the corner. Bird launches and finally hits a coach. Stat Goran played for the Yugoslavian national team.
I coach over in Yugoslavia. They love basketball there for sure.
Boyd into the corner for B.J. Davis. Nice. Coleman Jones at the top. Here's Boyd. Bumped out. Davis. Back to Boyd. Shot clock winding down. Davis is going to have to hoist and hit on B.J. Davis.
Game's going.
And then the third on Bird. Compton with a dunk.
Yep.
And Davis and Agbam get tangled up, but low call, play on.
Yep.
Heidi and Bellich banging.
Yep. Yep. I think Fox can take Newton. Give it to Fox. Take him now. It's too quick for him. He'll take him.
Boyd.
Yep.
Kick to the corner. Three goes down.
Off of losses, and again, two of the best teams in this league in a monumental game as the opening tip is won by San Diego State. Our officials tonight, Thomas Nunez, Jason Phillips, and Scott Brown. Right away, Miles Heide, who's getting the start for Magoon Guath. Just the sixth start of his career. Open look up top. B.J. Davis drills it. Look at that. He's made a couple of tough ones tonight. That's Washington missing the three. Lobos were hot from distance early. They're starting to fall in love with that three-point jump shot. Boyd. Back to Jared Coleman-Jones. Yes, sir. Knock. Washington's pass gets taken away. DeGorville got his hand on it. Davis. Bird. Bird up top. That will end the drought.
Pretty much call that umbrella offense where you just stand on the perimeter.
Really tough look underneath, and that was missed. For Vichanin. That last shot attempt, and now the Aztecs get it the other direction. Boyd. Good pass underneath, and Miles Heide able to lay it up or slow it down. Law pass underneath. Nelly Jr. Joseph has it poked free. Here's Boyd in transition. Up ahead. Bird! So hard screen. You see him a little bit when Nelly Jr. Joseph needs a blow or gets into some foul trouble, and that time the illegal pick turned it over. This is Boyd. Wayne McKinney trying to get something going. Buried the mid-range too.
He hasn't just been good in the Mountain West. He's been a two-time National Player of the Week in college basketball. I mean, this kid has had a stellar sophomore season.
He's just 6 of 10 from the free throw line. Boyd trying to get in the paint. Dumps it off. Bird elevates. Utah State player steps up for a free throw. 7-point lead now for the Aggies.
San Diego State has had success in these last few minutes if they're looking at offensively on attacking the rim. Either it's been Boyd or in pick and roll action.
DeGorville trying to find Heide. Was there for a moment. Boyd draws two defenders. Boyd whips a pass to Heide. And a terrific finish.
Point. Martinez only has 8 points. It's been the role players for Utah State. They've still made 8 threes.
It's been San Diego State going nearly this entire game without Magoon Guath, who's out with a right hyperextended knee. Their 7-foot freshman that can defend and score. So it changes their game plan against a bit of a wonky 2-3 that has mystified the Mountain West this year. Coleman-Jones. Six-point Aggie lead. Boyd into traffic, open look to Gorville, and a response. 57-49. San Diego State, though, they continue to shoot the ball well. A lot of time left in this game. Both these teams, 9 seeds according to Jerry Palm, but a win here would help solidify that even more. Boyd trying to create a little separation. Davis back in the game, wide open. Exitly. It's his first field goal of the night, and it comes with about 6 minutes remaining in this game. Boyd with 3 defenders collapsing. Nine to shoot. Heide with the screen. Boyd turns the corner, breaks down the defense. Ferrari from the corner. Count it. First time. Rebounding is going to be key for Fresno State as we are talking to Coach Wahlberg. Heide down low, soft touch. By Daisy Cottage Cheese. Here is McKinney, the 3. No good. Heide rips it away. Boyd patient up top. Barrow throws it down. Roster alongside McKinney, who reached 1,000 points, but for Bird,
developing that instinct to start taking the game over. You talked about it. You can't let it 2 or 3 minutes go by.
Yes, he's that special, and he can explode out of nowhere for 15 to 20 points at any given time.
Kimo Ferrari reps.
Transition right there. It was just a great recognition and awareness from McKinney to come over, as Bird did right there on the weak side.
Another steal for the Aztecs. Boyd dishes it off. McKinney, transition three. Count it. Anything easy on offense. Trimble, long three, no good. Bulldogs now 1 for 8 from beyond the arc. And look at how fast Boyd gets it down the floor. Heidi sneaks it. Legendary Steve Fisher, who this court is named after, his 8th season as the head coach. And so you do the math, and it's 26 years in San Diego. You give me 26 years of success on the beach in San Diego, and I'll have great care.
By Cardenas, but that's what Boise State's going to need more of him if they're going to switch a bigger player onto him.
Bird against Keene. Guath against Degenhardt. Guath had some nice moments in the first half. Boyd rotates. Corner three. Good. David. Position buckets for Boise State. They haven't been able to get up and down the floor at all. And it doesn't feel like they have enough weapons in the half court to get continual scoring. That's a three.
Supporting San Diego State. A lot to cheer about so far in this second half. And a steal off the inbounds, and Davis. Second half for San Jose State.
Basket couldn't come at a more opportunistic time for San Jose State, knowing they're in the scoring drought. This is a great three by Yap Jr.
Coleman Jones, step through move.
Goodness.
Whether it's in England or in San Jose,
it doesn't matter.
He can fill it up. Down to a 1-point lead. Bird, the response, bullseye!
Just an average night in the Mountain West.
That's right.
The play after the play. Once the offense stalls, can you make a play afterwards? That's what Brian Dutcher has challenged his team. And they do with a great feed by Bird.
This atmosphere has been great, Rich. As it's section sold out, and it's just absolutely electric in Moby Arena.
Like I said, just another night in the Mountain West. The great venues, Utah State, San Diego State, of course, the Pit. Boise State's bouncing. Boyd's been really good tonight. Kick out. Coleman Jones. He can score
much on his game that Coach Medved actually has to forcibly pull him out of drills because he doesn't want to leave the practice floor.
Yeah, Bird has that same DNA, it feels like.
No question.
For the Aztecs. Guath with the screen. Good hedge there. Boyd. Coleman Jones, a three. He's feeling it, and they need it.
State.
Mountain West has such great home courts. San Diego, of course. Yeah. Logan, Utah.
The spectrum is off the charts.
The Pit is unbelievable right now.
Yeah.
Boise State is bouncing, and this place is nuts tonight. Guath calmly with it for Guath to go with 11 points. Bird misses the three. Guath returns it. Boyd rotates it. Davis hits it. A three.
The ability to win late in games, in second halves, make runs when you've got so much youth on your roster. Very impressive.
DeGorville's one of those young kids, and he hits a three. Boyd's on him. Forces the pass. Boyd has the loose ball.
Back-to-back turnovers from Nate Clifford.
McKinney, a rare three, hits it. And the drought, the second half comebacks have fueled a 4-game win streak. They're going to need buckets, though, to get it done. Boyd, Davis. There's a bucket. That's a three.
Brown, and the Aztecs have the ball back. Enormous miss from Allen. Full house, jumping again here in San Diego. Boyd, Heidi,
Pump fake, spins, with a left, he's got it!
Nail by Boyd on the help side on Duja on the drive, and they was able to swing to Davis for an easy opening three.
Walk down low, easy from behind the arc. Bird. Hall through 4 defenders. It's a Duja instead. Boyd gets the rebound. Block. Lost the handle. Doesn't matter. And San Diego State is just wearing down the Spartans, who are fading.
The pass.
Underneath to Guam.
Play. Especially posting up. Watt over on the post up right there. I mean, probably not going to get much out of that.
Here's Boyd with 10 to shoot, a minute to go in the game. Looking for Bird. The up and under.
He's attempted a 2.
Amazing. Like I said, it was aberration. Him going, I don't know what the word means. The producer said use some big words, but it was strange that he attacked the basket, right? He lives and dies with the 3.
There's a 3 from DeCorville.
Very often, right? So they don't get into the paint. They don't distort the defense as much. They have very good players, but you need that point guard. It's the most important position on the court, in my opinion, the point guard.
They hoped that Tyler Rollison would step up his sophomore year, and frankly, he has not, so he's barely playing. Guat will launch a 3 and bury it. Percentage-wise, 3-point shooting team. Sanders attacks on Guat. Heidi has the rebound.
Yep.
Guat bothered the shot.
He's doing a great job. Right now, he's the MVP with 18.5 minutes to go. Defensively, offensively. Has not missed a shot, Carter.
He's on pace for his second double-double. His only double-double of his freshman season was at Fresno State. Bird launches a 3 and hits.
It's too smart a play to do that. Now Nevada's going to have their defense, get their offense going, get a deflection, get a steal, block a shot.
Compton cuts, Compton finishes. The second half for Nevada, so 4 made 3s in the game for the Wolfpack, 3 of them from Xavier Dussel. That is his role off the bench. He just hasn't gotten a lot of help shoot the ball for Nevada tonight.
That's what he does. It's his role, shoot the 3.
And now Bird, deep 3. So he... worth repeating that San Diego State has lost its last 2 trips to the Lawler Event Center here in Reno, Nevada, and expected a big test tonight, but the Aztecs brought it like they...
Zilla Husky, no double on the post. Kearney for 3, no.
Guess who blocked that? Miles Bird.
So a couple of blocks. Has a steal. Coleman Jones, another one. 25 points, 10 boards, 4 blocks. First San Diego State player since Kawhi Leonard to register those numbers in a game. Ferrari a 3. That one goes. What have you seen so far from the Air Force press?
It's not about steals. You're just trying to get San Diego State to look up at the shot clock and start their offense at 20, which they are. It's just that 4 to 5 seconds that takes off their rhythm in the half court.
Watt is doubled. Great vision of Fine Boyd to reset the offense. Jared Coleman Jones.
That number to Gorville with the steal, and he missed the layup. Boyd with the rebound. Suddenly the Aztecs showing signs of life. Bird, long 3.
We haven't really touched on Utah State. They play such a unique style in this league. You know, when you look across the Mountain West, I kind of consider it a mini version of the Big Ten, where it's a little bit slower, but it's very physical defensively. Many teams try to copycat the style of San Diego State.
And the other interesting thing, we mentioned it in the first half, is Brian Dutcher wanted, after the initial offensive action, for guys to just play basketball and make plays offensively instead of staying inside the play and keep running it and not wondering not knowing what to do after they didn't get an open look. That's a nice feed inside. And 18 points off the turnovers there. That's also the greatest hits for San Diego State. They're, live ball turnovers or catastrophic turnovers, as Nico Medved said today.
He's a 6'9" guard, so he's obviously got some versatility with that length.
Feeds the post well. Prior games, good offensive rebounder. Pretty good package.
5.6 rebounds for the junior transfer.
And Bird's got to drive him because I don't think he's going to have the shot because of the disparity in size.
Coleman Jones. Wow. Big shot for the Aztecs.
How about the big? Seldom see that. Those loose balls, generally, the Aztecs run them down.
Look at the offensive rebounding discrepancy, Ralph. 11-1. Hard to win in this place with that kind of number discrepancy in that category. This is Bird, left open, and he buries it from deep.
He uses screens. Not on that, but he can't just play within the system. Taking whatever they've given him.
Well, he's going to try to look for his own stroke here, Billy, in the second half. Again, the lead scorer in the Mountain West Conference at better than 19 per game.
Nice pass. Look at this, avoiding the charge.
Coleman Jones, so 5
is difficult for the big guy to cover.
11-point lead. 3 minutes gone by in the second half. 8 points for Amsiel after that last dive to the rack. Guath, that's a long 2.
How about this kid?
And Joseph on the roll.
How about the deployment, though? All 5 out. Fake the screen and dive, big fella. Great acknowledgement.
Joseph approaching a double-double. Bird sticks it again from deep.
He's gone on a personal 8-0 run. Air Force led this game 20-8 at one point. San Diego State has followed with a 34-4 run. Davis, one more time.
Nothing easy for Utah State. Templin not close. Templin, who had made 7 of his last 12 from distance entering today. The physicality and length of San Diego State, they speed you up, and even though Templin, a good shooter, didn't look comfortable taking that 3. To Gorham.
B.J. Davis off the inbounds. Another 3 for the Aztecs.
From beyond the arc, but scoring 21.7 points per game has given CBU their largest lead, 10-7. Less than 5 minutes have gone by. Boyd's got 5. Now Bird is open. He'll fire a 3 and answers on him. And now kicks it out. Riley straight on. That's well long. Bird fighting for it, but it's Boyd on the floor. Aztecs looking to extend their largest lead right now. It's Guath, open. He's going to take it. And drill it. Now, really efficient three-point shooting in this game. Cal Baptist, 7 of 16. San Diego State, 7 of 13. McKinney at the scorer's table. Boyd curling. Dumping inside, and Coleman Jones lays it in. 48-43. CBU in a 2-3 zone for the first time tonight. Farrell Compton at the scores table for Brian Dutcher. Guath, 15-footer, goes. All right, so Miles Heide is in. Farrell Compton plays just a couple of minutes in the first half because of foul trouble. He is in. It's 2-3 zone. Boyd navigating, dishing, and Heide finishes. For Farrell Compton, the reigning Mountain West Freshman of the Week. Bird, the player of the week, and here he is, open. Again, Miles Bird. Musa. Shot clock running down. Coleman. Long. And it's tapped to Heide. Boyd has it. It's a career high for Miles Bird with the 4 threes. Heide inside scores. Nick Boyd is getting his first action tonight. And after the Aztecs had a 19-point lead, 5 straight for CBU, it's still a 14-point advantage. Under 8 to play. 68-54. Boyd navigating. DeGorville puts it up and in a foul. Coleman Jones to the bench with 6 points. There's Compton inside. Yes. 9.5 remaining. 57-48. Boyd 5 of 9 shooting. Done a lot of his work in the second half. Aztecs by 9. Bird off for Coleman Jones on the attack. Gets inside and scores with the left hand. 6 points, 8 rebounds in 14 minutes off the bench for Miles. For the true sophomore out of Washington State. Can the Aztecs extend this out now? Leading by 11. Boyd using Heide. Back for Bird. Fires a 3. Got it! Miles Bird! Decided, but the Aztecs lead by 14. 64-50. Compton straight on. Now Boyd for Jared Coleman Jones. Gets his man in the air and scores another. Inside Truitt. Had it blocked by Bird beautifully. Miles Bird, Swiss Army knife. Miles Bird into the front court, now slows it up. Bird's had some big second half moments, fighting an ankle, hitting a big 3, had a block there. Aztecs protecting a 15-point home lead. Looking to get to 6-2. We'll have Cal Baptist on your view in the Mountain West Network on Wednesday night. Right back here at Viejas Arena. We'll have it for you. This is Boyd. Whips it for Bird. Bird nails another 3. Straight on. No. Coleman Jones has it. Difference between the clocks is about 7 seconds. So the Aztecs might get one additional shot off in this game. There's McKinney. Difference is about 7 seconds. Can the Aztecs, well on their way here, be a double-digit win in the first meeting between these two sides in 5 years? Now the shot clock's inside 10. Here's Boyd. Yo-yo for Heide. Gets bumped and scores.
10 athletic guy like Jared Coleman Jones. Right? He was awesome. We didn't show him on the Houston highlights as he gets a nice, easy layup on the
up ahead, trying to find set. Gets blocked from behind. Coleman Jones with the rejection. Defense has come to play tonight.
Oh, man, that was almost a turnover. Guath was not looking at the ball handler. I mean, after watching San Diego State play against Houston, this team, this is their first true road test, and they are really having a hard time as Guath finally.
Just can't allow it to happen.
And you can't shoot 22% of the field in front of your home fans either.
And it's Wahlberg just trying to buy a bucket. Fresno State plays hard.
Coleman Jones was begging for the ball on the block.
Magoon, Guath got it and
shoulders. Now, certainly when the competition ratchets up, when you go to Nevada, like you're playing in Reno, Nick Boyd can't go 1 for 10 or they're going to take an L.
There are some really great atmospheres in this conference as well. San Diego State, of course, one of them at Viejas Arena, but you go to the Pit in New Mexico, Spectrum and Utah State.
They're just more piling.
But I like right there, you haven't scored in a while. Just put the ball down on the floor, get a high percentage basket at the rim.
Boyd finding Compton. Compton drives it, is fouled and one.
For an open shooter, finds Uzan for that three.
Back-to-back threes by Uzan. He's got 8. Boyd cannot turn the corner. Coleman Jones open inside, and he lays it in. And guys like leadership trying to replace Uzan is going to be a big part of that.
I agree. He assists on 41% of his teammates' made field goals while he's on the court, and has the best plus-minus of any Cougar. So hugely important as Bird knocks down an open three.
Currently, the Oregon Ducks Hoopers on the floor with one of the best basketball teams in the country in the Alabama Crimson Tide.
A lot of offense in that game.
There's a lot of defense in this one. As Coleman Jones looking for three-pointer number 3.
Called by Kelvin Sampson. We haven't seen him in the post much this game, but of course you go to the culture warrior himself, and right now a little bit of a trap.
Making sure to get the ball out of Boyd's hands. Now it's going to be the other top scorer. And now Sharp, patient, Sharp, missed it. Tugler keeps it alive and right into the hands of Bird.
And right there, Sharp was not on balance on that shot.
It's a must-get opportunity right now. Coleman Jones. Okay!
XNO, their best start as a program since the 1920 season. That was Peyton Pritchard's group. DJ Davis in the front court now for the Aztecs. Farrell Compton makes an early appearance, and he gets all the way home.
And Farrell Compton, and you love it for him. That extra effort didn't go down, but that's what the Blue Jays need on the glass.
With Kalkbrenner waiting to check in. Here's Compton, crushes 2 more. Heat check. Oh, he overcooked it. That one rode the adrenaline. Now the other way. Davis has the answer.
Bottoms and transit screens. They have Boyd coming off of handoffs. Bird getting downhill, going at Creighton's post players.
As if they've already grown from that Gonzaga loss at home. Davis, kick to the corner. Extra pass, maybe too unselfish from JCJ. Davis lights it again.
Well, that's a good player to get it.
Isaacs over the bigger defender. Empty trip for Creighton.
And Creighton's got to be careful. You want to play fast, but you also want to get good looks. And it seems like
the home roll.
San Diego State, they are getting guap. You're used to getting to the paint, and when you have an outside shooter like McAndrew, you can't lose sight of your shooters.
All 9 of his attempts have come from distance. He's buried 4 of them. Coleman Jones, hands off, screens for Boyd. Throw to the wing, Guaf. Hello!
And he said right back at you.
Battle had a quick start in this game into the sea of arms. Boyd has the ball and the break. Kick back. Corner, Davis. That's a 3.
Season. Both of these teams 1-0. Occidental coming off a win in their opener against Stanton this past weekend. Off the turnover, the Aztecs lead. Guaf again for a triple. And he nails another. What a start. Now for Henry Wilson, who drives and scoops and misses. And it's Farrell Compton who's checked in that comes away with the rebound. Aztecs by a dozen with the ball. McKinney steps into a 3. 15-0 Aztecs. Cyril Luna had 19 points in that victory for Occidental in their opener against Stanton and misses this short. Davis the rebound for the Aztecs. Quickly into the front court for Boyd. Now McKinney again, right wing 3. Another for Wayne McKinney.